I'm your host with the most from 23. You're joining me for the Junior Chapter 3. Shake it off. Come on and shake it, shake it, shake it. You threw away my notes? I had a brainwave about a song for DVD and I just had to write down this morning. I think I may have mixed up your notes with my older drafts and then I threw the whole mess out. Look at Caitlin incredulously and lift the lid on the recycling bin in a panic. It's empty. You chose today to take out the recycling early. Yeah, before I went to meet with the band at the studio. I'm sorry, Mizumi. You threw away my notes, girl. Be more careful next time. Sheesh. I said I was sorry, and I'm saying just be more careful next time. Get in line. The newspaper's important to me, Caitlin. What if I'd thrown out your song lyrics by mistake? Well, then I'd write new ones. It's not a big deal. Bulls! Okay, clearly the person who writes for Caitlin has never been a songwriter. Irritated, you take the notebook out of your bag and flop down on the couch. The couch cushion makes a suspicious crunching noise. You stand up and realize you've sat in a mess of broken potato chips. Oh, gross. You peel off the cushion to see that more chips have slid down to the sides. Caitlin, you took out the recycling with my notes in it, but you couldn't clean up the spilled chips? Do you want us to get ants? Just brush it off. It'll get vacuumed next week. Jesus Christ, you're turning into the, what, Rachel? With the band? You mean I'll vacuum it next week? If you want to, sure. She was being facetious, Caitlin. And when was the last time you vacuumed or dusted or wiped anything down? I guess I'm not as bothered as you by a bit of dust or a few crumbs. Girl, you know what? We need a compromise. Maybe it's time we make a chore chart. 1 week I'm responsible for A and B, while you do C and D. And we switch off every week. Sure, I guess. I just don't see why it has to be so official. You know you're pretty, but damn it. Caitlin sighs. Look, I'm sorry. It's so easy being your girlfriend. Sometimes I forget I'm your roommate, too. I'll try to do better. Let's start with your notes, and why don't we hit up Eskia? We can get an organizer that'll keep both of our paperwork neat and tidy. Oh, you're gonna sucker us into diamond choice, huh, Pixelberry? And we can pick up a dustbuster, so it'll be easier for both of us to keep chip crumbs at bay. That's a great idea. Caitlin kisses you on the nose. I always have great ideas. No, you don't. Sorry I blew up on you. You're right, though. I do need to pull more of my weight a little. I don't want to end up like Rachel. Yeah. You laugh and bring Caitlin in for a hug. You are nowhere near Rachel's level. She's a trash goblin. You're more like, the trash goblin's apprentice. That's not a bad line for a song. Giggling, the two of you grab your coats and head out to the store. Sometime later, you arrive at Eskia to find out that it's not very crowded. I think I saw a shelf of dustbusters a few aisles back. I'll check one of those and meet you in the office section. As Caitlin ambles off, you spot Becca smoothing out the sheets on a display of fold-out beds. You head over to greet her. How's it going, working girl? Productivity is up 25%, customer satisfaction is up 40%, and Jaquan is like 10% less depressive. In other words, I think I'm really getting into the management role. As if summoned by the sound of his name, Jaquan pops up behind your shoulder. Ah. I've restocked the reversible hand towels, lined up the zinc-plated shower caddies, and unclogged the men's toilets. Great job! Did you also refluff all the pillows in the slumber party display? I forgot. Don't feel bad. Every mistake is a learning experience. And I have to learn that Even a lifetime of failures does not lessen the sting of this one. Shuffles off in the direction of the bedroom section. Wait, isn't Jaquan also the manager here? Technically, yes, but he says following my lead allows him to abandon the delusion that authority confers meaning. So basically, he's not a leader, he's a follower. Sounds like you are ruling the roost. I can only imagine how well you'll rock a courtroom when you're a lawyer. I actually wanted to talk to you about that. I've been looking at Northbridge University's application process. I was doing some additional research on my break, and I found a fellowship that I qualify for. If I get it, it'll really help with tuition, as well as open up some opportunities while I'm at university. Becca, that's awesome. I know you had your sights set on school. Do you think you've got a good shot at the fellowship? I'm not getting my hopes up too much. They only offer this fellowship to one applicant per year. I think you'll get it because you're an amazing candidate. If you don't, there's always other schools. You're an amazing candidate. Let's boost your confidence. I mean, look at this Uskia. It's well-oiled Scandinavian machine, thanks to you. Well, that's true. I'll definitely show Northbridge that I'm capable of being responsible and strategic. Plus, you're fierce, strong, and you refuse to take no for an answer. You'd make a perfect lawyer, and they'll see that. I'm serious, Becca. You're a shoo-in. Have you talked to your mom about it? Not yet. I guess I can see if I can actually get the thing before I get her hopes up. How is she doing? Is she doing well at her job? Better than well. She just got a raise. Even my little sister joined the working world. She's my French fry connection at McDermott's. Wendy's, girl. Wendy's. Or what would we call Wendy's in Choice's world? Wandles. You know, since we're changing barely any of the name up, Wandles. Wandles beats McDermott's any day. You guys sound like you're pretty close. Which we've never met her sister, have we? It's weird. In our mansion, we all kept our rooms. But moving into a tiny two-bedroom place with barely any food forced us to pull together. Turns out my mom and sister are pretty cool people. Who knew? Well, it's been a nice break from routine, but my law school tuition isn't going to pay for itself. And I'd better head back before my girlfriend sends out a search party for me. Wave goodbye to Becca as she walked towards the office section. Quickly find a colorful, adorable accordion folder with lots of bright tabs for keeping everything separate. You toss it into the cart next to Caitlin's dust buster. This will do nicely. Hey, while we're here, did we want to look for other things for the apartment? Oh yeah, our apartment could definitely do with some dark, edgy decorations. Two of you stroll over to the bedroom section. You pick up a duvet cover and an understated china blue pattern. This would look super cute in our bedroom. What do you think? Caitlin wrinkles her nose and goes for a black cover embellished with a pattern of jagged red slash marks instead. I like Caitlin's. Nah, babe, let's get this one. Yeah, no offense, I like hers. Sleeping with it would certainly make her dreams more memorable. Right? No need to worry about monsters under the bed because now the monsters are in it. Ooh! She waggles her fingers for dramatic effect, but her excitement fades as she notes her blank expression. I'm getting the sense you're not into it. I am, she isn't. The pattern's just kind of out there. In the good way or bad way? I'm in the I'm not exactly sure way. What have we become, Mizumi? Arguing in a furniture store is for old people. We're old souls. Quick, kiss me. B-Day is something only young whippersnappers do. Caitlin tosses her cover back on the pile and brings you in for a kiss. We don't even need a new duvet cover. Why don't we just finish up here so we can go home? I'm happy to crawl about under any color blanket with you. That's sweet, but I want the black one with splash marks. Curling up under a blanket with more kissing? That sounds much better than bickering and usky. On the way to the checkout, you spot a rug and a display of marked down items. Its muted yellow with mahogany design is a cheerful without being loud. No. Wow, that's a nice rug. No, it's not. Oh, it's gorgeous. Yeah, it's pretty. No, now you have bad taste, Caitlin. No, stop it. That rug looked like shit. Okay? That will not match our apartment. Especially lime green walls. Unless we plan on painting those, no. The two of you look at each other in surprise. You don't think it's too tame? I do love my goth vibe, but it's good to mix it up with a tamer stuff like this. Like a scoop of vanilla ice cream with your devil food cake? Exactly. Two of you search for a price tag. And it's marked down. We'd never be able to afford something this nice if it wasn't on sale. I know our styles don't always match, but I want the place where we both live to be decorated with stuff we both like. What do you think? How about go back, get the cover with the slash marks on it, and screw this rug as we get something more blue, black, red, anything other than mahogany? No. What are we in the 60s? Oh, we can't afford it. No, we're done. I wouldn't get that even if this was a diamond edition. Ugh, that rug is just so horrid. It's like getting that green chair behind right now, you know, with the flower spots all over it. That's like getting that. No. That's something Grandma Moses would get. We don't want to make a habit of going over budget this early in the year. Besides, if we start saving now, we'll be able to afford something better later. Yes! True enough, we always have most of what we need anyway. The two of you head to checkout where you ring in your purchases before heading back home. See, beautiful bedroom. Living room, not so much. By the time you make it back to your apartment, you feel a little silly for having fought so much in the first place. You didn't really fight, it was just I want this, no, I want that. I know today was kind of rocky, but I really do love having this place to ourselves. And I'll try harder to keep this place tidy. Caitlin nips your ear gently. But right now, I'd rather show you how fun it is being dirty. That's all I can say. Diamond edition. I'm feeling a little drained. I think I'm just going to catch up on some homework. Well, while you're busy with that, why don't I try out our new Dustbuster on those couch crumbs? You're the best, Caitlin. Well, duh. Of course she's the best. God damn it. Life is not this shitty. As Caitlin goes in the kitchen to retrieve the Dustbuster, settle down to tackle your latest essay. I wanted to get dirty, and then get clean, and then get dirty again. I mean, what? A few weeks later, you meet Abby and Zach at a restaurant close to campus for lunch. I'm so glad we found time for this. Everyone seems so busy lately. I'm just happy to have freshly cooked food, to be honest. I've been trying to cook more, but the results have only been so-so. While you wait for your food to arrive, Abby takes a pen out of her purse and starts scratching out a sketch of the server on her napkin. Wow, that's a great likeness. You never know when artistic inspiration will strike. I spend so much time in class working on one or two big projects, I like doing little flash doodles when I have time. Tyler's just about covered our fridge with these things. It's adorable. You two are really master of the art of romantic cohabitation. Abby sneaks her pen and napkin away just as the server comes back with your orders. How are you handling your romantic cohabitation? It drives me crazy. It's great, mostly. I'm guessing the cuddling is dialed up to 11? Sometimes we even cuddle naked. Shut up! That was horrible. Well, sure, sometimes. I'm sensing a bud. But we've been fighting over stupid little things lately. I thought we'd be used to living together already, but it's like our bad habits are suddenly twice as annoying and half as tolerable. To your surprise, Abby laughs. It sounds like you're right on schedule. Tyler and I started going through that little stir-crazy around this time too. No offense, but that doesn't make me feel better. Every relationship has issues like that. Every relationship, even marriages. And you've got to compromise. Happy wife is a happy life. Remember that, folks. Tyler and I have other issues on top of that and made our own mistakes. As long as you don't repeat those, you'll be fine. The first few months of living with someone are supposed to be hard. It doesn't necessarily mean you guys are in trouble. I just don't know why everything's suddenly so difficult. Without all the roommates, you have more time to focus on each other, and while that can be good, it also increases pressure and expectations. So, what should we do? Take a breather and just accept things? And compromise? And what did I just say, woman? Honestly, be open, don't assume, and keep anger out of the conversation as much as possible. I might have trouble with that last part. Like you've ever been angry, shut up. Keep things fair. If one of you is always compromising and the other is always getting their way, that's a problem. Shit, I take back happy wife, happy life, question mark? That makes sense. We're both used to a certain way of doing things, so we both need to adjust. I haven't realized how much I've been bottling up. It's a relief knowing I'm not going completely insane. As miserable as I was last year, the fact that I give you advice I wish someone had given me makes it almost worth it. Sounds like your relationships are firmer footing. Oh, absolutely. We've really hit a solid balance in our relationship where we can enjoy being together but still live our own lives. That can't be easy, especially after the accident. I mean, do we want to ask about Tyler? I feel like this is so Tyler-centric. I'm going to go with how or she handling. Was being there for Tyler during his recovery difficult? No, but the last year taught us how to communicate without being afraid of hurting each other's feelings. Tyler was scared of his future and in a lot of pain, but he made it clear he didn't need me to be his nurse. I gave him all the love and support he needed, but we made each other. Sure, we had time apart. You learned how to depend on each other without being codependent. That's it, exactly. These days, Tyler's been spending more time on Alpha Theta Mu House, and they're big fans of his nerd skills over there. I feel a little bad for Sebastian, though. Thanks to Alphas, Tyler hasn't been as available to hang out. I have an idea. Zach, if you're free, why don't we see if Sebastian wants to hang out and play some board games or something? No, Mizumi, that's a horrible idea. Even I'm saying it from all the way over here, behind this plant, hiding. Because I'm a lonely individual. No can do. It was all I could do today to set aside some time for lunch. Oh, what are you up to lately? Well, now that the city's finished restoring Professor Vasquez's house, the council's ready to open it up to the public. Grant and I were supposed to hold our first tour tomorrow, but he came down with a stomach bug last night, which means I have to do this myself. Oh, did you baby Grant? Did you give him like some soup or cottage cheese or I don't know? It depends what you typically eat during your stomach bug. Me, I'm a cottage cheese, yogurt, and tea kind of guy. That doesn't sound so bad. At least y'all get to spend time in the old house again. It's one thing to be a part of a team, it's another to present to a group of strangers alone. I'm just so nervous. What if I screw up? Maybe you could help me. Let me guess, for diamonds? Just for tomorrow. You'd be saving my banking, and anyway, no one knows more about his house than you do. What would I have to do? You would help me take a group around the house while pointing out memorable things that happened there. And you knew Vasquez personally, Mizumi. It'd be a great opportunity to share a little known side of him. What do you say, Mizumi? Remember, I mean, she does have a life too. So, I don't really have time. I'm sorry, Zach. I've got an awful lot on my plate right now, too. As I'm about to sneeze. Hold on. Oh, I saved you all from a very horrible sneeze. No worries. I know this was a last-minute request. I'm sure I'll be able to come up with something short. Something short. Out of nowhere, I just said short. Just something short. Short notice, maybe. Something short, though. You, Zach, and Abby catch up a while longer, and you head home. Seconds after you make it to your apartment, your phone goes off, and it's Chris. Mizumi, you won't believe it. What is it? I need you to come to the football field right now. I have the most amazing news. What's happened with Chris? Find out in the next chapter of The Junior. Like I said, okay, look at this room real quick before we move on. Green, lime green walls. I like the carpet we have. I like the table. The couch is alright. The pillows, eh. We need drapes, but we had to pass up on those. Looks like there will be 2 things hung from the wall. And about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things, 8, actually, hung from the ceiling. Or will it be a combination thing, like for parties or something? I don't know. Yeah. With that being said, I hope y'all did enjoy the video. Feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. Head in the description below, links to social media, our Discord, and a few links to support me and my content. Also, feel free to check out on the channel. There is a huge, massive update of content that is coming, and you guys should really check out the video. Just for a few minutes. It's like 8. Well, no, it's a little bit longer than 8 minutes long. But the important stuff is, especially at the beginning, for everything that's happening to our channel, including Choices content, and where we're going forward from today forward. With that being said, I thank you all for watching. I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace!